We did it. We hit 5,000 subscribers. Honestly, it's crazy. Super hyped about it. So what are we going to do to celebrate? I'm going to talk about me. Doing another Q&A just like when we hit 1,000. Give you guys some updates, some new questions, all that jazz. You can learn a little bit more about JVTV. Super excited for this one and all the videos of the future. So let's get right into it. Kind of broke these down. There's pretty much 3 categories I got questions about. Some about me, that's my favorite category. Some about Disney and some about Universal, so I kind of broke them down. We'll start with the ones that kind of have to do with me. They still have theme parks in them, but they're more about me. You'll see what I mean. First up is what made me want to start creating content. Well, it was a couple different things. I always kind of wanted to on my CP. I wanted to vlog, and I wish looking back that I did, because it would be so awesome to have vlogs of those memories, because I think that's one of the coolest things about having a YouTube channel. Like 10 years from now, looking back at all this stuff, the memories that are going to be there captured on YouTube is going to be awesome. My future kids can watch it, all that stuff. There's like, I don't want to say a legacy, because I'm not important, but like, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's very cool. Like, how cool would it be to, like, look back at, like, my parents' lives they vlogged? Like, probably be very cringy. My kids are going to be like, dude, my dad's a loser. But, like, I think that's really cool aspect, which is why I want to start. And, like, all my family's in Philadelphia. So I know a lot of them watch, and I appreciate them watching, because some of the stuff they're probably like, what is this guy even talking about? I don't even know what that is. What is this Horror Nights update? They still watch, man, and it's cool for them to kind of see my life down here and have that, you know. And like I said, I started it with TikTok because as like a joke, like funny thing, and it just did very well pretty quickly. So I just stuck to it. And now I love it, man. It's my favorite thing to do. When did you fall in love with theme parks? I like to say I did 3 different times. The first as a kid, because when you're a kid coming to these theme parks, everything's awesome. You know, my family, we would travel here every couple of years when I was very young, so that's awesome memories. But I also, like, in Pennsylvania, we'd go to Six Flags. In Jersey, Hershey Park, we would go every year for, like, the summer and Christmas, and I loved that. I loved roller coasters. I loved the thrill aspect, but I loved, like, Hershey Park, for those of you who've never been, is like a great family community park. Like, it really is awesome. I think it's a very similar feeling to Disney. Not at the level of like theming and everything. Nothing's like that with Disney. Maybe Universal now, but up at Hershey Park, man, just the feeling of like just comfort feeling, I guess, is up there to me. I think it is very good. And then when I was on my college program, I fell in love with the parks in a different way, about like the behind the scenes, the operations, seeing how it works, seeing how I was just this small aspect of such a big operation that makes these theme parks run. It was so cool. And then now doing content, like doing it and like talking to so many people about these parks, because there's just, everybody has so many opinions on it, and it's fun debates, and it's fun agreeing with people, and I've fallen in love with these parks like 3 times, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity to continue to find different ways to fall in love with these parks as I've gotten older. What is my favorite video I've ever made? Whew, that's tough. The Disneyland ones were very cool because it genuinely was my first reaction on these rides, so being able to document that was very cool. And I love it out there. That's like, when I go to Disneyland, that's a vacation video. So that's like how I feel on vacation. So it's very cool. And the Horror Nights ones are definitely great. And the Epic Universe vlog I just did. Pretty much my favorite videos are the first reaction videos. They're not very good videos, I will say, because I'm just like, I'm more focused on watching what I'm doing, but still trying to record it. It's the first time I've been there, so I have no idea my strategy. So I don't think they're the best videos I've made. They're definitely my favorite. What is a dream video I want to make? A dream video, I want to do like challenge videos, and I've seen people do it before, but I want to do the 6 Disney US parks in 24 hours. I think that would be very cool. To like go to all 4 parks here, get on a flight, go to Disneyland, and be able to do all of them within 24 hours. I think that would be really cool. See if we can make that happen. Dream collaboration with any other content creators. How do I say this? I don't really have one in the theme park space. I don't watch a ton of theme park creators because I have a full-time job and I do this as like a side hustle. So if I continue to just watch theme park stuff, dude, I wouldn't get a break. Like, you know, I'd rather watch TV shows and stuff. So if I had like dream collaborations, you know, nobody big, no big names, but like Sabrina Carpenter, Mr. Beast, Jason Kelsey, you know, if any of them are watching and want to be in a vlog, let me know. We can do it. We can work something out. YouTube full-time if I could. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, I would. That's not happening anytime soon, but of course I would. I think that's fun. But I do, you know, I think it's very important that for anybody who wants to be a creator that's do YouTube full-time, you don't realize the work and what it takes to even get there, to enter that. So obviously it's a goal because then I could expand what I want to do with JVTV, but I'm happy where I'm at right now. It's a grind, but it's a lovable grind. What camera do you use? I get this a lot. So I use the Osmo Pocket 3. There's just color grading involved that makes it look a little bit more cinematic. Sometimes I'm better than others. Sometimes I have more time than others. Osmo Pocket 3, very small camera, but very good camera. Best Jersey Shore pizza. This is awesome. Manco and Mancos, Ocean City, New Jersey. Manco and Mancos. There's like 3 sections on the boardwalk, if I remember. I haven't been there in a while. You go to any one of them. What you do is you go up to the counter or the takeout window. You know, if it's a nice day, takeout window. If not, you sitting there. Nothing wrong with sitting in there. And you get 2 slices of pizza and a birch beer. That's the best combo. Seaside people might say Three Brothers. What's the one in Wildwood? What's the one in Wildwood? Sam's? Hold on. Let me look. Wildwood Pizza. Yeah, Sam's. Sam's is the big one there. I've been in Florida for a while. Speaking of which, how long have you been in Florida? 5 years, I guess officially now. I mean, I did my CP in 2018 and I moved back and forth like 3 times. So like 7 years back and forth, I guess. What's one thing my followers don't know about me? That's a good question. I'm a big candle guy. This is a candle I have right now. Mahogany teak wood. I don't really look at the names of candles. You just gotta smell them. That's amazing. It's a good room candle, I think. It could go as a bathroom, could go either way. But I have my room candles and my bathroom candles. I love a good candle. There's nothing better, dude. That last night, actually, it was raining, like thunderstorm for a bit. Like not just in Florida, like 20-minute rain. It was like an hour. Just turned the TV off, lit a candle, laid in bed. Just relaxed. Scrolled on my phone a bit, I'm not gonna lie, but just relaxed. Very relaxing, dude. I love candles. That's a good one you probably didn't know. What inspired my channel name? I don't know. I was thinking of how to have the name that sounded catchy. And JVTV just sounded catchy to me, and it made sense from like, because you're watching like guys TV, you know what I mean? Like this is my show, my channel, my television videos are like episodes. It just made sense to me, and I didn't want just like the generic name, or I didn't want something like magic with you know what I'm saying, like it's something with Disney or Universal, and I didn't want any of that too. I wanted it to be like that, because if I ever wanted to change things or ever wanted to do anything like that, I don't know, I feel like it's catchy, right? Like JVTV, I don't know. Your full-time job outside of YouTube? I'm not telling you where I work. I work in retail, though. How do you balance YouTube with everything else in your life? That's a great question. Not well. I read this book, Eat That Frog, which you're going to be like, what? It's a book about procrastination, which my mother or any of my grade school or high school teachers will tell you that I was a procrastinator. It's about like, it helps you map out your day. And it's really, I recommend the book if you procrastinate, because it's really helped me map out my day and make a checklist on what things I need to get done. I have it right now, actually, to make sure I get all my videos done. Just, rather than try to keep it all up here and then stress myself out, I can put it on a piece of paper. What did I not get done today? I can move to the next day. So I think it's about like having a structure, like not putting too much on your plate too. You can realize like, oh wow, this list is too heavy. What can I push for tomorrow to make sure I execute these things today? It's really helped me. I recommend the book. It's only like 3 hours on an audiobook on like Spotify and YouTube, I think. So you should check it out. What's my biggest I can't believe this is happening moment so far? That's a great question. I've gotten like DMs from God, this sounds like such a non-humble thing to say. I've gotten messages and stuff from like people who are noteworthy, who enjoy the parks, who have seen some of my videos, and those have been very cool. I'm not going to name names, but I have, and they're very, a lot of them have been very cool people, super supportive, and I'm like, what are you doing watching me? I'm a nobody, you know what I mean? And so those moments have been cool. And honestly, though, like there's a ton of friends that I've met now through content creation and like making videos with them, hanging out with them at the parks, like vlogging these things, like just Epic Universe. Like I can't believe I was able to do that before the park even opened, right? Like the opportunity to do that, like those blessings and the things like that, honestly, have been awesome. Like, it's just very cool. You know what I mean? And honestly, just hitting 5,000, like the fact that 5,000 people were like, oh, I want to subscribe to this guy. You guys are crazy, but I love you. How do I deal with hate or negative comments? I ignore them for the most part. I try not to go back and forth. This isn't, you know what I mean, hurting anybody. Just because I don't like a ride and you do, like, come on. There's bigger things in the world. It definitely sucks, but it just comes with the territory. I try to ignore it best I can. Wasn't making theme park content, what would I do on YouTube? I want to do videos on everything. I love sports. I love movies and TV shows. I make channels dedicated to them too. I just don't have the time yet. But it would be one of those, sports or movies and TV. Do I script my videos or go off the cuff? I'm a, like bullet point guy. So anything that I do in the parks, like if I'm vlogging like food reviews and stuff, that's all off the cuff. That's just what you got. I kind of know like, ooh, I want to go into the park. I want to get food, or I want to film the menu, get food, do rides. Like I kind of know that. And then the ones I do from home, I just do bullet points, and which I probably should script them because it'd probably save me a lot of time in editing because I just end up rambling like I'm doing right now. But be like, here's my ranking so I don't forget, like boom, 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 like 1 through 13. And then I just do 13 is this. Like, for example, the epic rankings, I did 13 Yoshi's Adventure. Okay, here are my feelings. I didn't have anything, like, written down as to what. I just was like, here you go. So yes and no. What's my go-to theme park outfit? I don't know if they asked the right person this question. If you've watched me, you know I just wear Under Armour t-shirts. I don't own a ton of theme park merch. I guess the most merch I own for anything is Halloween Horror Nights. I just don't love it. I just don't think the quality's that great of a lot of theme park merch, and I don't really like a lot of the things, and I can only wear them there. So I'd rather just get a bunch of Under Armour t-shirts that are quick to dry, so if I get wet on a ride or if I'm sweating, or they're like lightweight, so they're good for the summer, I just wear those. Sponsor me, Under Armour. All right, that's enough about me. Let's go into Disney questions real quick. What is my favorite park I've ever been to? Disneyland. I think Disneyland is the best. As like a theme park fan and loving the history of theme parks, and you guys know I love dark rides, it's like the king for that. What's one ride I hate that everybody loves? I'm gonna let you guys answer. Ready? Give you 5 seconds. Living with the Land. No, I'm not even gonna get into it. Speaking of which though, for 10,000 subscribers, when I hit that number, hopefully this time next year, I'm gonna ride Living with the Land 10 times. So if you still watch my videos in a year from now and I hopefully hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna ride Living with the Land 10 times to celebrate, and it's gonna be miserable. What Disney movie needs a ride? I think I said this in the last Q&A. Hercules, I think. Coco too, but Coco's getting one in Disneyland, so it's gotta be Hercules or Jungle Book. I would have said Lion King, but Paris is getting one. I still think we need one over here in Animal Kingdom, but Jungle Book. Isn't it crazy that Animal Kingdom doesn't have a Lion King ride, a Jungle Book ride, and now no, it's tough to be a buck. They do have the Lion King show, whatever, but like ride-wise, they don't have, those 3 movies don't have a single ride now. They just have one show. We need a Lion King show, we need a gut Kali River Rapids and make it Jungle Book, man. Do you think you could survive a night on Haunted Mansion if everything came to life? Not a chance. Do you think you could survive a night on Small World if everything came to life? That, a little bit more. I would, I played soccer, so I can kick well. I feel like I could climb up high, get somewhere up there, because like they would have the numbers. If you could get on one of the platforms where they all can't get to you and I'm just constantly kicking, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I could survive that. Should Disney build a 5th theme park? No. Disney World should not build a 5th theme park. I'm so tired of this conversation. They need to update and continue to work on the theme parks they have now. I'm tired of this conversation. I really, look at Animal Kingdom right now, right? Like, they have, 6 attractions, which they're working on, but they need more, Hollywood Studios could use more. Epcot could use another country. Magic Kingdom could use a ton of updates, and they're expanding as well. We don't need a 5th park. They're doing the right thing and keeping Blizzard and Typhoon open at the same time. That's great for the summer, but we don't need a 5th park. We just need to work on the ones we have. Rank these: churro, Mickey Pretzel, Dole Whip. Mickey Pretzel, Dole Whip, not eating, churro. At Disney World. Disneyland churros are good, but at Disney World they're terrible. Okay, Universal questions. What's your favorite ride at Universal Orlando? Velocicoaster, easily. Velocicoaster, Stardust, Hagrid's, rank them. Velocicoaster number 1, Stardust number 2, Hagrid's number 3. All elite roller coasters. What is the most slept on thing at Universal? Camp Jurassic. It's like a runaround area, like nets and everything like that. I think it's awesome for families or people to just you can find a place to chill. But also there's caves there. It's very cool. Usually not busy. You can get away from the crowds. Camp Jurassic, underrated. Halloween Horror Nights, love it or hate it? Do you watch my stuff? I love Halloween Horror Nights. Scariest house I've ever been in. Insidious last year, I think, was the scariest house. I've ever been. I still don't think they're that scary, but I've also been going for so long, so I kind of know when the scares are happening, but I think that was the best. What are you most excited for about Epic Universe? I mean, I've been, so I can kind of tell you, but I mean, Universal Monsters, I was so excited to do that, but all the lands there, like they have 4 of the, I got to figure out the video because I'm trying to rank them, but I think they have 4 of the top 6 lands now in Orlando, and Universal has like 6 of the 8 best lands in Orlando. The lands and the themes are amazing. Which IPs do you think Universal needs to bring into the parks? They need to build a Grinch ride. They need to bring back to the Future, Ghostbusters, Old School Kong. They could do all of that in one ride, like a great movie ride of Universal. My next question, which is, what do you think should replace Rip Ride Rocket? I think we should put a Fast and the Furious coaster there. And the Fast and the Furious Supercharged, we close that and make that a great movie ride with Jaws, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, etc. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what needs to happen. That's what I would do. Diagon Alley is awesome. It's very big, but it just has the one ride and one quick service, which with some cool shops. But Hogsmeade has shops. They have a good quick service. They have Hagrid's, and they have Forbidden Journey, and they have Hogwarts. I think Hogsmeade beats Diagon Alley. I think Hogsmeade's the best theme park land in Orlando. Dream Halloween Horror Nights house. I say this all the time. Scream for 1 and Scooby-Doo for 2. I think those would be my dream houses to walk through. What's the one theme park rumor at Universal you hope is true? That a Creature of the Black Lagoon boat ride will be opening. Is going to be one of their expansions. That's my dream expansion. Question, I'll answer this because I got this a lot for people who have been here a while. I used to do a question of the week, and people ask why I stopped doing that. Well, one, I started that after the 1,000 subscribers Q&A because people had a lot of questions. And I try to answer your questions in the comments, but then people had some each week, so I was like, oh, let me do one each week. I'll tell you why I stopped. One, I wasn't getting a ton of original questions anymore. It's kind of the same repeatable thing, so I stopped doing that. And 2, I'll be 100% honest with you. This is how my YouTube videos typically go, right? Like, they typically, in the beginning, there's a very big drop-off, and then it evens out, and then it slowly goes down. So it would be slowly going down, and then I'd be like, all right, end of the video, question of the week, and it would go. So everybody who really didn't care about me, besides my loyal people, they were like, oh, I'm done watching this guy. Like, I watched the video for this purpose, which makes sense. I clicked on a video about the 10 best Magic Kingdom rides, per se, and then now he just gave me number 1, and now he's, like, answering questions about himself. Why would I keep watching that? So it would tank that, which ultimately tanked the views, so it just didn't make logistical sense. So I was like, oh, I'll save it for a Q&A at 5,000, which I did. That's why I stopped. So if you've been around for a while, and you know that there was questions of the week back in the day, that's why I stopped. That's the honest reason. So appreciate you all, though. Thank you so much for 5,000 subs. I'll be doing a lot of videos at home over the next couple weeks. I'm doing a lot of ride rankings and stuff just because life is busy. It's easier to just do them at home. Some people like it, some people don't. I hate to break it to you. I'm trying to do a combination of both, but I can't please everyone. One last question. People ask why I hold this mic. And they're like, oh, you could just pin it. And I could. I very much could. This is another thing you probably don't know. I get very nervous when filming. I very much do. And I get like these nervous ticks. Like one thing I do is I constantly, like it would be a tick where I would just kind of itch here, where I'd kind of go like this, which I don't know why. It was just like, I never like had boogers or anything like that. That's probably TMI, but whatever. It just was a nervous tick and I would do it like just constantly just kind of look down or, and holding it has helped actually. Like stop. And I try to edit it out as much as possible, but in editing, I've noticed that when I hold it, I don't do this, and I haven't been doing this nearly as much. So, yeah, I kind of just like holding it. I don't know. That's either I can't stop talking about myself. I know. That is my 5,000 subscribers video. Thank you, everybody, for the support. It means the world to me. This is just the beginning. We're just getting started. I appreciate you being here. I hope you stick around, and I will see you on Sunday.